first, he put all the way on hot, and then when he comes out in a towel, it's steam coming out.
Oh, damn. Damn.
And he's like, get in.
How were you showering in there? Like just the
so
sink?
The sink.
So you go in the sink and you go like this, and then you go like that.
Yeah. Welcome back, guys, to the Artistry Drop podcast. Let's go.
Let's go.
It is almost Christmas.
Yes.
Are
it's
you
almost
excited?
Christmas. I'm hella excited.
That's good. You thought of any presents to get anybody yet?
Yeah, a big dildo for you.
Well, I'm not going to accept that. That's for sure.
You already did.
Nah.
Without knowing.
Nah.
It's going to pop up in your bed one day.
You remember the one Raina bought me?
Yeah.
The candle one?
Yeah,
The
it
soap
was
one?
yellow.
Yeah, it was
big
yellow,
and
so,
yellow, just how you like it.
I hid it. I actually hid it in his room.
Did you?
No, I hid it. Yeah, you remember I put it.
Oh, yeah, you did,
Yeah,
because he came home before me.
yeah, and I put it right on. That's a good story. But anything specific, like, have you gone Christmas shopping yet?
Man, I have gone Christmas shopping, but I can't spoil it too much because my mom might be watching.
yeah,
but I got a
Mom?
good present for my mom.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
she deserves it.
Yeah, I'm still working on what I'm gonna get the fam
Yeah.
as well. Not sure. So, but yeah. Anyways, super excited for Christmas coming up. We're gonna be home in Seattle. If you guys saw the last episode, we kind of mentioned that. But let's go ahead and get into the drink of the day.
Ooh, yeah, let's get it.
It's about that time.
So, I went with the festive season. This is called the Rudolph's Tipsy Spritzer. It's basically cranberry juice, orange juice, some simple syrup, and vodka. We got to hit it with the Kettle One, and then I topped it off with ginger ale, Canada Dry ginger ale, and then garnished it with rosemary and a little bit of cherries. And I haven't tasted it yet.
I haven't tasted it. Let's wait. Let's introduce our guest first.
All right.
Guys, we got an exciting guest on today. Today's guest is a chiropractor and content creator that loves to educate and entertain people. His goal is to help motivate and inspire people to be healthier and understand how it works. He discovered his purpose of chiropractic through breakdancing and going through school homeless. So let's welcome Dr. Donovan.
Hey.
Let's go. Welcome, Dr. Donovan.
We got a doctor in the building.
We got a doctor.
So if we pass out, then, we good.
Exactly. No,
We
for
good.
real. No, he's been killing it. And he's also from Seattle, which is our hometown.
Yes, sir.
So it's also, it's a Seattle takeover right now. Super
Hometown.
exciting. How does it feel to be on LA right now? Have you done anything?
Oh yeah, I love it out here, even though it's kind of trashed, but it's nice to be.
Right.
Like, what have you done so far? I mean, because you've come out here quite a bit already.
Yeah. Well, when I go to LA, I don't go for a vacation. I'm usually trying to network, and I do it with no plan, and then I end up trying to meet up all these people, and it ends up working out. So
Yeah.
it's been pretty crazy.
So has a lot of people, like, because I seen your stories as well, have people reach out to you if they want to get adjusted? Like, a lot of people hit you up to the point where you're like over congested?
Oh, yeah, it's so overwhelming because there'll be too many messages. Because when I first got popular, I would respond to every single message for hours, and then now I can't even do anymore. So they have to say it in a certain way for me to help them, or if they want to fly out, they can fly out. So it gets tough.
So how do you deal with like over congestion of people like just hitting you up? Do you have maybe another platform you use?
Yeah. So on some of the platforms, I'll do a live and I'll answer all their questions on the live. So I like to give back for free most of the time. And I make a lot of self-care videos. So I pretty much make all those videos for free to help people fix themselves at home, actually. And then if they have to see me, they have to see me to fix certain things. I managed to help everybody for free that messages me around the world.
That's dope.
Hey, that's dope.
You've been killing it, though. And we're going to get a little bit more into that. But Christmas is around the corner. Any plans for Christmas?
Yeah, I think I got a hot date. I'm just kidding.
Hey,
Yeah.
Santa baby.
Yeah, it's kind of romantic. I was
Yeah, you got someone coming down the chimney?
Whoa, maybe theirs. I'm just kidding.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Are you gonna be staying around Seattle for Christmas or?
I think I might fly here one more time, and then most of the time I'll be in Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I like to go everywhere, actually.
When you come to LA, is it usually just a week or?
I usually just try to stay for a week. It used to be I used to stay for 4 days, and then the 4 days would be so packed that a week is just about perfect.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, because, you know, even when I was before moving out here, coming out here for vacation, I felt like a week was good enough. You
Yeah.
know, like LA is so crowded and it overwhelms people, I think, too.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there's so much going on and so much you can do. And I just, it's, even when I was going to Vegas for vacation, I feel like 3 or 4 days is good enough.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because, you know, in Vegas, like, you're more limited. You're only limited to, like, the Strip. In
Yeah.
LA, like, you just have so much. But like I said, it gets overwhelming.
Yeah, I was
sure.
dead every time I come here.
There's literally so much more fast-paced living here for sure.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
just being here. There's so much to do and so many people to meet and so much more network as you know
Yeah.
already. So yeah, it is a lot more fast-paced than Seattle, I feel.
Yeah, LA is like, you network so much here that just socializing almost takes all your energy at the end of the day. You don't even know. Like, you're all
Right.
hyped up, and then you're dead that day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, exactly. And that's truly how it is.
Yeah.
Especially, like, I feel like any content creator feels that way. Like,
Yeah.
because when you're living in LA, it's like, this is grind city. Like, everybody out here is working. And I just feel like LA in general is just a place you get exhausted. And, you know, that's why I love the chance of just going back home to Seattle, relax with the family, and chill. Being away from LA is like, it's amazing.
Right, it is.
It's amazing because like, once you live here for a while, it's like you get how it is to live here.
Yeah,
you know,
for
it's
sure.
tiring to live here. You know, but like I said, it's so much different from Seattle. You know?
Yeah.
But before we get into it, we gotta
Let's
drink.
take a,
We're
I was
getting
just
ahead
thinking
of
that, it's
ourselves,
like-
guys.
all right.
I'm not
We're
even
getting
wasted
ahead.
yet.
Yeah, let's try it.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
All right, drink of the day. Little ASMR. It's actually pretty good.
Here's some more for you guys.
You said you were already
Wow.
getting buzzed trying this.
Yeah, I had to, sample a few of the drinks before I handed out.
What's in here?
Yeah. Oh,
Is that refreshing?
there might
Oh,
be
you're
a
about to be-
mistletoe at the end of that cup.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I gotta see you next to me. I was kidding.
Well, you got both of us.
Oh, crap. What'd you put in here?
You be traveling, right? I think you're Santa, and you're like, we're the elves.
Hell
Oh, give me
no.
that hat.
No, it's good though. You like it?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
dehydrated.
be careful. Don't drink it all in
Uh-oh.
one go.
Have you been drinking a lot out here?
Surprisingly, I haven't.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. No, that is
Yeah.
good because out here you can definitely get too messed up. Like there's so
Right.
many bars and you know a lot of people just drink like, you know.
Yeah, just party.
And, yeah, party and you know that's one thing that happened to us like last year with COVID. Damn.
Yeah.
We were drinking so much
Every
Oh, yeah.
weekend.
every weekend.
And just at home because there's nothing to do. We didn't
Yeah.
really have anything to do.
Yeah, how was it for you during COVID actually in Seattle?
It was actually, I mean, it was crazy, but when things started opening, that was actually when I had a very good year. So it's because that's when I started from. How do I start this? I started in a little kids' room at that time, so I moved back right when the pandemic happened, and then I was had nowhere to stay, and I couldn't buy groceries at that time. So I started in the kids' room from scratch with a folding table, and then I saw like 3 people that were in pain, and then after I saw them, it started spreading like wildfire. So everybody started coming in that small kids' room, and then it started evolving after that.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I definitely want to get more into, you know, your path on, you know,
Yeah.
chiropractic. I definitely want to ask, like, are you originally from Seattle?
Yeah, I'm originally from Seattle. As I started getting older and I started dancing more, at one point I was actually getting depressed. I was like, I need to change my life. Even though it was dancing, it was my passion. But I looked at the ceiling every morning. I was like, man, I think Donovan in another dimension is killing it, and I'm the loser Donovan, actually. So I looked up every morning. I was like, I gotta change my life, and that's when I decided to move away.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And if you guys didn't know, that's actually how we met, was through dance. The dancing in Seattle, we would actually, be there at dance battles and just see each other, and it's crazy how far you've came since then.
Oh yeah. No one even knew I left. Like, everyone thought I was still there.
Right. I thought you were still there too.
You were just out.
Everyone's like, he's probably dancing, but he's just gone now.
Yeah, you're just gone.
Yeah.
So how did you actually get into dance though?
When I was 12, there was like this website. What's it called? E-Bombs World.
Oh, E-Bombs World. Oh, damn.
Yeah. And
okay.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I want to do something cool that uses my body. And I saw B-Boy Jr., that guy with the polio or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like doing stuff that was totally impossible. I was like, this is so not real, but I'm going to try to learn how to do it anyways. So I started practicing like crazy after I saw that. But originally, I started breakdancing because I was trying to impress a girl, which is usually how everyone starts dancing, right?
That's how I started.
And I can't lie. I mean, that was gotta tell the truth. That's
What song was playing when you danced for the girl?
Dancing in the Moonlight.
Dancing in the Moonlight.
Apache version.
Mine was excuse me, miss, by Chris Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, excuse me, miss.
Yeah.
I was sliding
That works better
through.
with your dance.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did you make a
that.
choreo or was it like a freestyle?
So, like the girls I would get attracted to, they did hip hop, but I couldn't do hip hop. I was trying hard. My body didn't. I just don't like memorizing stuff. So when I did breakdancing, I was like, wow, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And it'll be dope. So breakdancing resonated with me, and that's how I got into it.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about your style too for breakdancing. It's very unorthodox, like, yeah, but in a good way. And I can see that a lot why you look up to B-Boy Jr. because I feel like his style of breaking is unorthodox too, and that's why he succeeded so far. And yeah, I could definitely see that. That's dope.
Oh, thanks, man.
Sure.
Appreciate my skills.
He definitely seen you dance like more than I have. I've seen you post
with your
clips,
shirt off and your shirt on.
I've seen you post clips, here and there and stuff like that, and you b-boy and stuff. But I haven't like seen you like go all out or anything. Probably like what he has. So, are you still currently dancing like once in a while?
I still dance. At one point, I was traveling to different countries, and I was doing chiropractic, and then in the village, I would teach all the kids how to break dance for a few hours. Oh. So I was still breakdancing, trying to teach kids how to break dance, and then entertain everybody.
That's dope.
So I basically do it to entertain everybody.
Yeah.
Like, because it's my passion. That's how I got in. That's how I developed who I am as a person, basically.
Yeah. How long have you been dancing? You said since you were 12?
I was practicing when I was 12, and then when I turned 14, I started dancing with actual people that knew how to break dance.
Oh, okay.
So when I was 12, my legs were just flying everywhere. So I don't know if it's called break dancing at that point.
Right. What did you do like before dance?
I mean, I was a little kid. I was
But I think you mentioned that you used to do martial arts too. Was that like in the middle of dancing or like?
My dad's really into martial arts, so he made me do wrestling when I was 12, and I did Tang Soo Do, but I failed all the tests because I had to memorize. So his grandmaster came back into town, and he started teaching me how to do street fighting, and that more resonated with me because it's bone breaking and knockout punches, so you have to memorize stuff.
Combos.
So that was another part of my life, was like wrestling, boxing, and martial arts. So I was doing that at the same time as breakdancing. I was actually supposed to stay in Seattle to get taught by another grandmaster and not do chiropractic. But chiropractic was on my mind, so I was like, I'm done with martial arts. I'm gonna do chiropractic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix someone instead of break their neck.
What was that like switch for you? Like, why did you choose chiropractic instead of, going through the martial arts route?
I felt like I wasn't controlling my life. Like, I was just learning all these things, and I wanted to do something that that is really like out of my comfort zone, and I wanted to help people more instead of entertain them actually. So
Yeah.
like I was a personal trainer, but I hate personal training.
Oh, really?
But I was helping people with their emotions more than their physical body. And then chiropractic resonated with me more. But I mean, I got into chiropractic because I paralyzed myself when I was 14 years old breakdancing.
Oh, really?
So I was wrestling, I was breakdancing, and at midnight, I jumped to a handstand. It was a simple handstand, and my body turned off, and it bent my spine in half backwards.
Oh,
Really?
And I got stuck like this, and I was shaking on the floor from 10 midnight till 10 a.m. So my dad didn't find me till the next morning. I was awake the whole time, in the worst pain of my life. So he carried me to the chiropractor he was friends with. He's like, do something to him. That's how he's like yelling at the guy. And then he cracked my neck, and I was walking again.
Oh, shit.
I was a little kid, so I didn't know what he was doing to me for like 10 years.
Damn, that's crazy. So what made your dad think a chiropractor could fix that? Like, why not a doctor?
Or like ER or something, you know?
That's true.
It's just a question.
Like, you wake up the next morning, your child is like, well, he needs to go to a chiropractor.
Well, it's funny because he had a very strong opinion on who was right for the job because he's actually a hardcore martial artist. Like he did tons of fights, and the chiropractor is the only one who could fix him.
Oh, okay.
Because if you go to the medical doctor, they'll give you painkillers. Right. It doesn't really help. It just shields the pain.
Yeah, temporarily.
So he automatically knew to bring me to a chiropractor, which was, I mean, it changed my life. So
that's crazy. I would have freaked out and just be like, take me to the ER or something.
That's what everyone would do, actually.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like.
Shout out to Pops. He knew what he was doing. For sure.
Yeah, that is crazy, though. Like, I would be scared just seeing my son laying, like, you're like frozen or some shit. Like, damn.
Back.
You're all twitching and stuff. Like,
I was like, this is embarrassing, but help me.
That's crazy, though. Like, what would you say, though, like, you know, since you've led into this path of being a chiropractor, like, what do you enjoy most about it?
I enjoy that I can make an impact in people's lives. I enjoy that people are happy for the first time. Like, I'll experience most people's happiness for the first time because life is tough, like crazy anxiety.
Yeah, for sure.
People are in pain. So it's very common. So I love figuring out what's making the person not heal. And then when they finally heal, I'm like, I always get surprised, even though I've done it so many times. But that's the best feeling when someone's happy. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. That's an awesome answer. Like, transitioning, though, like, you know, from being a dancer to chiropractor, like, how was that transition for you? Was it easy, difficult?
It was tough because I still was a serious dancer, and I kept trying to practice. But it was tough because when I moved to California, I was having terrible luck, and like literally like a cloud is over my head. Like I hit rock bottom. So this is like when I started becoming homeless. But the reason I became homeless is I had bad luck. Someone was using my credit, and my credit score was in the zero. It was negative. And then I originally had someone supposed to keep me at their place, like a Filipino family, because you know I'm Filipino.
Are you half Filipino?
Yeah, I'm half Filipino, half Croatian.
Oh,
so my last name's Smolich.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I didn't know where the last name came from. I wasn't sure if you were just white either, because I'm Filipino and white.
Yeah.
You know, like, but I have the Filipino last name. So is your dad the Croatian then?
Yeah, he's like a giant Croatian guy.
Martial artist.
Like,
Grandmaster.
He's serious.
Damn, that's crazy though. But following up with the homeless part, like, you began becoming homeless in California.
Yeah, so when I got kicked out of that house for like I don't know what reason, I was trying to find an open house like every single day with my backpack, and I had pots and pans hanging off of it because I thought I was gonna move into a house. So I'm carrying all this crazy stuff, walking to each open house with no car. It was like super hot. I'm wearing like Seattle clothes.
Wait, where in California again?
I was in San Francisco.
Okay, it was in San Francisco.
Yeah,
okay.
So I was searching for a place in Berkeley, and almost every city that was close by. All the nice cities, you know, I'm trying to get fancy, but I can't.
Trying to be bougie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to be bougie, so I parked the car next to a bougie place. That's
Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Somebody walked
Wait,
by.
so did you drive down to California or did you fly?
So I had a friend who was trying to make it out there too, and then everyone's like, "Well, this guy's killing it." Well, he's killing it now, but at that time he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Like, I put him on
You guys
blast
both
right
weren't.
now.
Yeah.
So he found out I lost my place, and he had a Miata that said, the license plate said "Hey Girl" on it. That's that was his famous Miata, but he parked it in a dark alley and just left it there. He's irresponsible back then. But he was like, so this is how it happened. So he's like, "Donovan, my boss is on vacation, so I can sneak you into his apartment in the city." I'm like, perfect, because I need a place to sleep and shower, you know, it's serious.
Yeah.
And so we go into his boss's house, and we're wearing our boxers, and we're like, all right, let's go to sleep. His boss turned on the light, and his box was like, "What are you doing in my apartment?" Oh, crap. And they're like, "We're just about to leave." And then
Damn.
so we go downstairs into a public restroom, because it's like 2 a.m, and I have school the next day. It's like crazy. So we go into a public restroom that had a lock on it, and we put yoga mats in there, and we went to sleep next to the toilet. I literally vlogged all this too.
Oh, shit.
And we're just sleeping next to a toilet, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, and then security comes in and like, "Open the door, get out." And I'm like, "Oh, fudge." And then I'm just shaking, and this guy is knocking on the door for like 30 minutes straight.
Damn.
And then I go to school the next day, acting like nothing happened. And I'll be in class, and I'll be like this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm about to pass out.
So how long was your course, and how long were you homeless during that time?
So the course is about 3.5 years, and then you take 5 board exams, like a medical one, physical therapy, and chiropractic.
Oh, shit.
And so the program's 3.5 years, and then when I was homeless, we were homeless about 6 months, and
that's
it
crazy.
felt like forever.
Yeah.
Because we had to move into his Miata, the one that said "Hey Girl" on it.
Yeah.
So we went to the dark alley and went into his trash. There was presents on the chair, so I had to get the baby wipes out. And it was just smelled terrible.
Yeah.
And we both just started sleeping in there ever since. And then it was just crazy. Like, I slept in a storage unit. I had to convince all the waitresses to have me stay over at the RV. And I'm like, they're like, only one offered, actually. I would break dance at all the restaurants to say, "Hey, I'm a travel break dancer and I'm homeless." And all of them were like, "Yeah." And then a Filipino one was like, "Hey, I'll let you stay in my RV." And I was like, "Oh, by the way, I have a homeless friend with me." And they thought we were so sketched. It's like, why would these guys be homeless? Like,
Right.
so dumb.
Damn, that's crazy though.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Like, when you were homeless,
Yeah.
like, you just stayed in a car the whole time, or were you moving around trying to just find
traveling car.
Yeah, traveling car.
So I was going to school every day, and it would be 6 a.m. till 6 or 7 p.m. And at the end of the day, when I'm off school, I'd be so worried. I'm like, now I gotta sleep in the car. And no one in my school knew what was happening. And so everyone thought I was crazy, because I couldn't talk anymore. I lost my confidence. And I sat in the back of the classroom. No one talked to me for about a year. So I had no friends at school for about a year. And I was like, oh my God, I got to kill it with this, because I just left Seattle just to go here.
Right.
And I couldn't tell the school I was homeless, because they said they're going to kick me out if I was homeless any longer. So I said I found a place, because I didn't want to go back to Seattle. I was like, I basically want to be homeless so I can change my life, because Seattle, my life wasn't how I wanted it. It was like so bad.
Yeah.
So that's why I stayed being homeless, trying to make it out there, but trying to find a place and try to pass these classes.
Yeah.
But if I wasn't homeless, I wouldn't have discovered my new mentality, because I was losing my mind.
Yeah.
So I actually wrote in a journal, and I was describing what kind of person I wanted to be, and I was describing what's going to happen in the future for sure.
Yeah.
So I was losing my mind, and I wrote it in there, and literally all that stuff I wrote in the journal all happened way before the date I wrote it down for.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you too, was like, how did that change your mindset coming from such a low bottom that most people don't even like experience? who are going to school and stuff like that. Like from now and then, like how has that built you as a person and as a career too?
Yeah, so my mindset was way, like I have the same personality, but my mindset was way different. It's because I didn't think anything was possible back then until I was homeless. So when you think anything's possible, you can make anything you want come true, literally.
Right.
And it sounds crazy.
Facts.
No, it does.
And when I was writing my journal and I was making it happen, like I was hitting all my goals. Like I was gonna say, read like 10 books at a certain amount of time, kill it in school, and be homeless at the same time. Like, I mean, it was so bad. Like we would go to Starbucks. That's our home point. And we're like, okay, let's take a shower in the Starbucks restroom.
Damn. That's crazy.
And my friend will go first. He put all the way on hot. And then when he comes out in a towel, it's steam coming out.
Oh, damn. Damn.
And he's like, get in.
How were you showering in there? Like just the sink?
The sink.
So you go in the sink and you go like this, and then you go like that.
Yeah.
Break it down for him.
Simple as that. Damn, that's crazy though. Like to the point you said the water was as like hot, the steam was literally coming out.
Yeah, you have to wait a while. That's why everyone's
It's
like
like a
who's in
sauna.
there?
Damn, that's crazy.
And I'm like embarrassed myself, but literally we couldn't barely shower, and I had to wear napkins as socks because I ran out of socks. So I put a stack of Starbucks napkins in my shoes, and they would just like tear up like throughout the day.
Damn, yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Because I had no money, period.
Yeah.
Like, life is way different back then.
Yeah. How did you like push through it? Yeah, I mean, you said that you kept reminding yourself of like why you came out there, but how did you like pass those exams, going through that kind of like mental stress of like not getting enough sleep, not having friends, hygiene, like that must be hard mentally.
Yeah. Oh, it was like, I even had malnutrition. I couldn't even digest. So it's before I even knew all these diagnoses after I graduated.
Right.
I was like, what's wrong with me? Because I wasn't eating. This guy would have a garden, and he doesn't eat vegetables, so he'd give it to me, and I would eat it raw like every day, and I got sick because I didn't boil it or something.
Damn. So that you know what? I actually heard that because my dad had almost the same issues. So he like on his lunch break or whatever, I don't know why, but he had like a bag of fruits and vegetables. He left it in the car on a hot day, decides to eat it.
Yeah.
Got sick. I was like, Pops, like, you should already know better. Like,
like father, like son. Sounds like something you would do.
No.
I know,
But,
so prepared.
Right.
Yeah, but with a mindset, I had one good quality about me that I didn't want to give up. Like, I wouldn't just go home because I was homeless. Because we actually had a third guy with us. I'm not going to put him on blast. But, he was homeless with us for about a week, and we're staying in his 5-seater car. And I was like, you know what? That's not that bad. And a couple weeks later, he started crying in the restaurant. He's like, I can't do this anymore, man. Because he was trying to kill it. Like, we all had our own dreams, and he was trying to do it too. And we're like, dude, it's not that bad. And it's not that bad. And he was like crying, and I barely knew him. And I was like, well, he's like, I'm not going to ditch you guys. I'm like, all right, cool, don't ditch us. Because he was our house for about those first 2 weeks. And I completely forgot about this part of the story because I totally forgot about him. And the next day, I was at school, and I was like, okay, you can pick me up. He totally blocks my number, blocks my friend's number, and drives off with all our stuff.
Oh, shit.
And he just leaves back to Seattle. I never saw him ever since.
Wait, so this dude was also from Seattle?
Yeah, he was also from Seattle. You guys probably know. I'm just kidding.
We might.
We probably do.
We might. Should we call him out on the podcast?
Hey, we need his stuff back. We gonna find you.
You might need it more than me. But.
Wait, so the other dude, though, the guy you were closer with, is he from Seattle as well, or you met him from
he's my best friend, actually.
So you guys came down together?
No. So it was a coincidence. He like made like a handheld lens called fractal filters or something. Okay. And he patented it, and he moved to San Francisco for it. And then later, I was going to chiropractic college. I was like, oh my God, you're out here too? Because we kind of stopped talking to each other, and then we rekindled. and we're both homeless together. So he was trying to kill it out there too, but we just had really bad luck, and we were actually crying in the car, and I was actually about to hate this dude too. When you're staying with someone and you're homeless and nothing good's happening, you
going through the motion. Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
We'd be laughing, and I'll turn around.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And while he's sleeping, I'm like writing my journal. Oh, I hate this guy. By the way, this is my goal. And but we're still like good friends though.
When it came to money, on the money side of things, was it you were strictly reliant on like credit because the whole credit thing kind of messed up everything?
Oh, so I took out a loan for like $2,000, but I had to spend it wisely. So,
That's a small loan, for sure. Especially being in school, you got to pay for books and all that.
Yeah, so I was spending $100 on books that I thought I needed, which I didn't because I tried to convince you to buy it, and I fell for it. And another thing was to get good at being a chiropractor. They don't actually teach you really in the school. They teach you outside of school, so you have to pay for seminars. So I was investing some of my money to take the seminars because I was like, oh my God, I'm struggling with school right now. I'm homeless. I have to be a badass chiropractor. So I was training how to do chiropractic before you even learn it. You actually learn how to adjust on the last year of school. That's why a lot of people have to work for a chiropractor when they first get out because they can't adjust anybody. So I got good at adjusting in like 3 months, and then I knew how to do all the treatments by the time I graduated. Yeah, so that's why I could start right when I got out.
Yeah, damn, that's crazy.
Damn.
How did you deal with it though? With like your family, did your family know you were homeless?
So I told my family I was like struggling, and then later. Everyone wanted me to come back home. The school was trying to threaten for me to go back home. So I was like, actually, I'm okay. I'm just going to figure out how to do this. So basically, they would have supported me, but I wanted to do it by myself, and I didn't want anyone thinking about me at all. So the only person that knew I was homeless was my brother, and he was just laughing the whole time. Because I'll vlog it on my Snapchat like day 100. We haven't washed our underwear.
We interrupt this episode with a word from our sponsor. Are you a gamer and looking to amp up your gaming setup? Then we've got an amazing gaming brand for you. Tilted Nation strives to get their customers involved with their development process of new products in order to establish a personal connection and not to mention truly optimized products for the gaming community. They want to go beyond developing amazing products and to lead the gaming community into a united community that works together. A community that pushes gaming essentials to unimaginable heights. They've hooked us up with amazing gear such as this gaming headset stand, mouse pads, and this awesome laptop RGB stand right below my laptop. And now they're hooking you guys up. Use the discount code Artistry Drop on their website, link below, and receive a 15% discount. Now back to the show.
So when it came to, like communication-wise, was that being paid by your family so you were able to still keep communication?
Yeah, so I think my sister was paying for my phone bill, and that was the only thing that I had. And I barely had a phone because I wasn't into technology until later. Yeah. So I had to get a phone, and I think my sister was paying for it. So that was the only thing that I had getting paid for at that time. So then,
So you definitely like just kept everything from your family except like your brother.
Much. So because I really wanted to pursue what I wanted to do. I wanted to change my life because when I looked up the ceiling every day, I was like, man, I gotta change my life. So I tried to go through school and go through being homeless and try to pass this program. And every day I was like, I gotta do this. And it was tough, but it literally changed the way my brain thought. Like now I think anything's possible, so I'll go for it every single time.
No, I agree with that, honestly. Like
that's your saying.
It is. Anything is possible. Like honestly, that's been my saying. Just because, like I'd say, yours is crazy. Like your story is crazy. I would say for me, like dealing with COVID was probably one of the craziest things that's happened to me because, back home in Seattle, I had a job at the same place for 12 years. So all I knew was work, like just work. Last year, after moving, literally we only lived down here for 6 to 8 months. Yeah. And then I get laid off because of COVID, like my job, it was being a videographer, photographer for women's legging brand. Yeah. And I wasn't, important. So they pretty much had to let me go. after that, you know, it was just a whole COVID thing, trying to, you know, make a living off of not having a job. Even though, you know, I did have unemployment, but the job I had was paying me a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like once you know, that's the reason why I was able to move down here, because the job, it's like paying me a lot to be able to live here, you know. But literally, like, unemployment is just I would say, you know, the extra money they added on top, it helped a lot, but it was still nowhere near what I was getting. You know, so like, damn, that's for you, it's crazy. Like, I just could not see that happening to me. Like,
He was already struggling with the little money that he had, and you over here homeless.
that's why I'm saying.
I didn't even know what a lot of money was anymore.
No, honestly, no. Like, your story is super inspirational. Like, I just could not imagine that with me. You know, I would say just last year was the worst situation I've ever been in.
Yeah. Imagine you having to take a shower in the Starbucks bathroom.
That's what I'm saying. You know, it's crazy.
Like, no shame
Imagine
anymore.
you had to like convince the waitress to, you know, let you go in the back, you know, to take a shower, you know? That's
Oh yeah,
crazy.
it was awkward actually.
Yeah.
I bet.
And then saying, "Oh, I got a friend too."
Every time I have to mention my friend, like, oh God, I just met this lady.
Right.
Damn, that's
Man, but you were really pushing it, you know, and you had to do what you had to do. How was that like when it came to the exams? Like, how did you like push through that and prepare for it? Because that must have been hard too.
When it came to the exams,
because you said there was 5 exams, right?
oh, the board exam.
Yeah, board exams.
So by the time I got to take the board exam, I was actually in my prime, so I could study for those. But all the tests in the beginning of the program was actually so hard because it was all science. Like, it was no chiropractic adjustment. It was like chemistry, neurology, and all this stuff. So I was like, oh my God, like, God's like trying to put me through these tests. Like, I have back then I had insecurity about not knowing how to do certain things, and I can admit that because now if you can control your life, you can do whatever you want. But at that time, I had insecurity about school, and I also lost my ability to talk, so I couldn't ask anyone to study with me. And so I would talk to the teachers, and this is honestly what I said. I was like, hey, I don't think I'm going to pass this class. And she's like, why not? And I was like, because I'm an idiot.
Damn, you're really honest.
Yeah, so because back in Seattle, I had confidence. When I go here, I lost all my confidence. I couldn't even communicate anymore. I was like, okay, girls don't want me at all. So it goes even lower. That's good.
What was the reason why you think people would not communicate with you, though? Was that a thing in your head, or?
So it got bigger because the type of people that went to school is kind of different. There's a lot of nice people.
It was a lot of bougie people, huh?
Oh, everyone was rich there. I was the most broke guy there. So everyone thought it was crazy because I told one guy, he was a Seattle guy, like, Seattle guy is gonna be my best friend, but he wasn't.
Right.
And I was like, hey, by the way, I'm homeless. So I say that to see if he helps me find a place or let me live with him. And he's like, oh crap, you are? And then he told everybody in the school. So I was known as that crazy homeless dude. So everyone was like talking smack about me.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so no one was talking to me for a while. And then the teachers had to force someone to study with me. And even when I was studying with the people, I can say this now, but because all this stuff changed. But when I was studying with certain people, it were people that I didn't even resonate with, and I go, seriously, you don't know that? So they're trying to trash me down while we're studying the whole time.
Damn.
So literally, I had to change my brain throughout the program to be smart enough to do this. So I was going through all these trials to become who I wanted to be. I wanted to be smart. I wanted to know how to communicate. I want to learn how to make stuff happen. I want to just go for it and not have any anxiety at all. So I conquered all those elements as I was going through the program. So I drew out who I wanted to be without all those insecurities. And then that's how I got all this stuff to happen in the future. So back then, I was rock bottom. I couldn't even talk to anybody.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man,
And look where you are now.
Yeah, I'm totally opposite.
Bro, you're killing it right now. Like I
Yeah.
said, I mean, you know, it's crazy seeing like your story, because I've seen other stories kind of the same thing, but you're the first I've actually known that has gone through something, this crazy.
Yeah,
think
about it.
No, but bro, like, big props to you. Like, that's inspirational, because I feel like anybody that can take what they write down and turn into their dreams.
Yeah.
Bro, that's like it's huge because I try to do the same thing as well, and we talked about this on our last podcast. It's like writing down your goals and dreams and trying to make that happen. You know, I feel like if you don't write those down or if you don't have it in your brain, you're just not going to go anywhere. And the fact that you went from homeless to writing down everything that you wanted to achieve and now achieving it, bro.
Mind blowing.
Mind blowing.
It's crazy.
I always thought the journal is it's like a wishing journal. You just write all your wishes; they automatically come true. Like
Automatically.
I need that journal. Do you still have that?
It's a magic journal.
I need that.
You need to pass it on. Pass the torch.
Pass it on
please.
to us. No joke. Like it's crazy. Like I feel like even with everything I've written down, I've still not achieved everything. But the biggest goals of moving down here, like connecting with big people, getting a good job, it's finally happened.
Yeah.
You know, things that you've written down in that journal, are there still more that you're still trying to achieve, or like have you accomplished everything?
So, no joke, I actually accomplished everything in that journal, but I wrote a whole entire new journal.
Did you write a novel?
Pretty much. I'm not even kidding. I have like this stack of journals.
Damn.
Like, I write all the time. Like even at the end of the day when I was at school, it would be like 2 a.m. I'm like, oh crap, I have school in like 5 hours. I gotta write in this journal still.
Yeah.
So I'll be writing it for about an hour before I go to school the next day because it was so important. So I literally conquered all the goals in that journal. Like I crossed off everything, and now I want an elevated life. Actually, like I want more. Like it's like this is actually just the beginning.
Yeah.
Like literally, life just started. I actually want way more.
Of course.
Okay.
Like, I mean, even I want so much more, but it's like what you mentioned, like you have journals and journals of entries. Like, I mean, I wish I could think that far ahead, but it's like, I guess for me personally, it's like, I think by steps. So it's like, I've already achieved this. Now I'll write down the next one. Then I'll write down the next one after I achieve that. But it's crazy that you're thinking like super far ahead of like the goals and everything that you want to achieve. I like my goals are big, but it's something I feel like I got to take steps with.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I do the same thing actually. There's a different type of page.
Yeah, you got categories.
That's why there's so many journals.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a novel for real.
But I can relate with you and how you write yours because I read it like that too, and then I have this other page that does something else.
Yeah, damn, that's crazy. You got novels though. Like, are you gonna publish it?
No, it's me.
That would be a good story.
Crying in the journal in the beginning.
No, honestly, like your whole story could become a book.
Yeah,
no, that'd be
like,
crazy.
That would be crazy. Like if you actually think about it, like writing something.
Yeah.
You never know. Like it could turn into like a published book. I think your story is super inspirational. You know what? Let's just work on on a movie.
Yeah,
Let's just do a movie, okay?
Documentary, short film.
No, it's
Be
not gonna
more
be
of a comedy. I was kidding.
we're gonna do what is it? Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh yeah, let's do
Your
it.
version.
We're gonna get you in the Starbucks bathroom.
Let's just do it. I'll find the exact same one.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Based on a true story.
It's a legendary bathroom. Actually.
Where is it located? Is it like in downtown or was it closer to school?
I think it was in Union City or Hayward, if you guys know where that is.
No.
Exposing his shower spot.
It's very popular now with the homeless. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna hit like 1 million viewers now. They're all gonna go there. They're gonna be
God.
lined up.
It's backed
Yeah.
up over there.
Right.
Hayward's like in the middle of the Bay Area, so it'd be Hayward, and then you drive to San Francisco, or you go to San Jose. It's like the middle between those two cities.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
So that's
I
a
see.
spot if you want to go to either one, basically.
Okay.
So did your family eventually find out about everything you had gone through?
They didn't even actually believe me at all.
But you
Oh,
told
really?
You told them straight
I
up.
told them when I was done, and I would tell all my Filipino family members, like, oh yeah, I was homeless, and my mom's like, stop telling everybody that. Like, it's like the most embarrassing thing
Right.
for their son to say. So
So you
Okay.
didn't tell them like while you were homeless at all?
yeah, I just told them, I was like, I'm kind of struggling out here, but I'll figure it out. But
okay.
I didn't want to move back, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just,
You were grinding. You were
yeah.
trying to achieve the goals that you had written.
Yeah.
Like I said, and that's key. I feel like that's super important. It's like you do try to hustle your way to, achieve the goal that you have written down. And, I mean, the thing is, you struggled so much to the point like you made it happen, though. Which is crazy.
I didn't even think it was gonna happen. Actually, I just had this mindset like, I gotta change my life. So I kept writing it down. So I was like, I gotta make a change. Basically, I can't just give up.
Yeah.
So with school, you were you were in San Francisco for 6 months?
So it was a moving car. So so we parked in different cities every day. So sometimes I would park in front of my college, like, all right, it's my day to day. We're sleeping in front of the college. So I'll sleep in front of the college, and then I'll just get out of the car and go inside the school. But oftentimes we had to drive to the city for his goals, and then it was so complicated. We'd be arguing until he's like, dude, I gotta wrap 300 packages. And like, dude, I have a test tomorrow. I'm not gonna try to fail this. So we're like arguing all the time.
Yeah.
But we made it happen. At one point, I was like, man, I gotta break up with this guy.
So are you guys still homies or?
Yeah, we're actually made a product. It's about to come out soon. It's like, you know what, those scraping things I scrape everybody with? So we made a version for at home, and we teach you how to use it on simple injuries like wrist pain and any kind of sports injury, and you can fix yourself with it, actually. So we both designed it together. We produced it, but we're going to wait maybe a few months till we get all of them here.
So you've still been working close to him then, ever since everything has happened?
I haven't seen his face in 2 years, but...
So
damn, put him on blast.
So you guys have been...
I'm just kidding.
So you guys have been working on this product remotely?
Yeah, so it was funny because when we were homeless, I was trying to get certified in every technique, so soft tissue, physical therapy, and all that stuff. And I was using these tools on people before I knew how to adjust. And he's like, dude, we should just make our own product. And this is when we were homeless. And I didn't no idea how to make it at that time. I was like, yeah, that is a great idea. And then the classes got hard, and I was like, how about we hold off on this? And then when we both moved back here eventually, he's like, remember that idea when we were homeless? Oh, yeah. I was kidding. And then we just made it happen just recently, actually.
So you guys are still in the process of creating the product right now? Or?
Well, I have a physical copies like I use on the patients right now. So everyone always asks me, where'd you get that? Oh, I made it. But they're going to come out soon, and we're going to have a bag with it, too. So
you're going through the whole packaging, making everything legit.
Oh yeah, we gotta make it legit.
So wait, where's this gonna be sold at though?
It's gonna be sold online, and I'm thinking about selling in my office if people do want it. I never force anybody to buy anything, but people buy everything anyways.
No, I mean because it works.
Yeah.
The people see it works, they're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that. I actually was a patient. For him, he adjusted me a few times. I actually seen the product. It looks dope. Yeah, it's very high quality. It's thick. Yeah, it's like in a D shape.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're gonna do.
D-shape.
It's in a D shape.
I said, you guys got the D.
Right. It's like a little protractor thing, working out different angles.
Oh my god.
I actually went to him recently, and I had some TMJ, on my jaws, and he stuck his finger all the way in the back. And
His first time.
very first time, and it opened my jaw up. I was like, oh. This is why the girls come to him. Like, I got a bigger mouth now. Oh, damn. So fun times.
Boyfriend will thank me later.
Oh shit! I don't know if I'll go that far.
Oh yeah, don't put that on. I'm just kidding.
Cut it.
No, so I definitely want to get into that. Then like you went from being homeless into being literally successful. So you opened up your own like office.
Yeah.
How did that go? Like, what was, the path on doing that?
So when I was going to school, it was graduate school. So I was thinking in my head, I need to learn how to communicate. I need to learn how to run a business. It's like, why did everyone go to school in the first place? To help people, but you got to help yourself before you help someone else. So I was focusing on how to market and how to run a business and how to communicate. So I had to get out of my comfort zone. This is one of the elements of what got me to be who I am. I had to go out in public and learn how to talk to people, make a fool of myself. Like I'll talk to all the Starbucks ladies at every single Starbucks until it was free, and then and then they all became my patients after. And I learned how to use Instagram at that time too. So I made this technique. I was building a community in the city of San Francisco. I'll be like, hey, let's make some workout videos, and so I'll help them exercise. We'll make videos. And then all of a sudden I'll be like, also I'm a chiropractor. And then every single person I met up on Instagram became a patient. So I had all these patients before I graduated. So I was focusing on how to communicate, how to run a business before I got out. And no one at school believed me because they're just like, oh, I don't have to work on that till way later. I'm like, no, you got to work on it now.
Right.
So when I got out, pandemic hit, everything was shutting down. I was broke again when I got out. And I... at the gym that because my dad owns a gym, so there was a little kids room in there, and I was like, can I see patients in here? And he's thinking I'm only gonna see one person a month.
Right.
So I see these two girls that wear lashes. I'm trying to give a description, and they were in so much pain, and I helped them. So they started referring more friends, and all the girls with lashes literally are all my patients in Seattle. So I was helping all these girls with their pain and their emotions and stuff, you know, girls with emotions. I'm just kidding. Sorry, everybody.
The longer the lashes, the deeper the emotion.
Yeah, and then so everyone started spreading about me like wildfire. Everybody in Seattle. So the whole kids room had a line all the way to outside, and I was working on people on just a table and just my hands basically. And there was stuffed animals in the background. And then later, pandemic hit. I got kicked out of the kids' room, and I was like, all right, I guess I'm done working. And then my mom's Filipino friend, Filipino Connections, she was like, hey, you want to work in the corner of my tax office? So she gave me like this much space, the size of a table. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll work in there. And then I started seeing more patients. So basically, the chiropractic visit's not a typical chiropractic visit. I literally truly want to help you, and I actually check everything, and I even check your emotions too. But it started spreading like wildfire, and then I did social media at the same time because I started studying how to do social media, and it blew up on social media at the same time everyone was referring. So people started flying to the tax office every week, and I was mind blown. I was like, why is everyone fly to the tax office? So every time they came in, I was like, I know you're thinking it's ghetto in here. So I blew up in the tax office basically, and that's how everything started happening. And then people started flying me out to different places.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's right.
So you went from the tax office to your own office.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
So tax season came, and I got kicked out of the tax office. And she was like, hey, you should take this room. And I was so used to being the ghetto chiropractor that I didn't care about having a nice room. But she was convinced, like, you deserve a nice room. And then so I bought that room, like, just to rent it. And then I redid the whole entire room. And once we did the branding for that, I started getting more popular after that because it's more legit. And then now people come there. Now people fly there just to get the experience and take pictures in there and videos and stuff.
That's crazy.
So, right.
That room is pretty awesome. Like it's small, but it's way better than the tax office.
Before we get to like into the more of the success side, a lot of people may not know, but you actually have a brother who is also a chiropractor.
Yeah.
When did he started coming into the picture? Is it was it at the tax office, or was it when you moved into the bigger space?
So he started school later than me because I was like, dude, chiropractic's gonna change your life, and he's like, nah. And then he came later next week after that, and then he wasn't working at first, and then because he wasn't done yet, so I was really doing my thing by myself. And then later, I was getting this new room. I was like, hey, you should join me. And then we'll see all these patients together. And he was like, yeah. And then it was really fun because we can work together and we'll just joke the whole entire time in the office. And it was a good dynamic with both of us in there at the same time. So it was fun, and it was Smolich brothers. So everyone's like, "Oh, the brothers."
The brothers, yeah.
You guys are famous. You like branding now, you know.
You guys always been a duo. Even in the dancing days, like you guys would always battle together. You guys were almost like twins at one point. You know.
Yeah, he's always supporting me. Like even in breakdancing, he'd be like trying to pump me up for the battle, and then even in chiropractic, he was my hype guy because before he even went to chiropractic school, he'd bring me to an event and he'd be like, "There's a doctor in the house." And I'm like, "Oh God."
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, literally. And then everybody was surrounding me, and then that's how I got good at making the chiropractic entertainment because entertaining because he would hype me up at all these events and I'd be talking to everybody and doing tricks with everybody and all that stuff. And then it started blowing up at the same time too. So I was also doing events, like everybody was talking. I was like, "Oh my God, this is awesome."
That's dope though.
Yeah.
Like, how did your brother get into wanting to be a chiropractor? Were you his inspiration or?
I mean, he told his class I was his inspiration. Someone told me about it. So. But that's it told me. But I remember he was telling me that when he used to hype me up at all the events, because he wasn't into chiropractic at all back then, and I was so into it. I was literally trying to help everybody, and I was like, "Okay, I got you. I know how to fix this." And he would hype me up, and then later, he was telling his class this when he went there. He's like, "Oh yeah, my older brother Donovan, like." When he started doing in Seattle, everyone was like crowding around. I was like, why is everyone like so into chiropractic all of a sudden? And I was making it look cool. And he's like, man, I want to do that too. And then he got into it and now he like loves it. So that's like a part of his life now too.
No, that's dope. How it kind of evolved. It's almost like a family business now.
Yeah.
One question I do have is, you guys have your office. When you guys were, or when you were in the tax, doing your thing in the tax room, were you charging the people that were coming in, or?
Oh yeah, that was my ghetto business.
Yeah, because I'm just wondering, like, being able to get your own space, is that what you invested back into? Like whatever the people coming to see you, did you invest that money into getting that your personal office space?
Yeah, so I mean. It was so successful in the tax office, I didn't even want to leave the corner of the tax office because it was doing so well. So when I invested money into that spot, it wasn't even barely anything, really. Like, it was like, I was like, okay, this is the money I made. And then we got that spot super easily.
Yeah.
Back then, when I first started, I wouldn't be able to do that. But now it's just like, I put a lot of money in that place, but it wasn't actually that much out of all the money I made.
It looks dope though.
Yeah.
Like, what you were able to transform it into.
Yeah.
Going from a tax room to your own office, bro. That's big.
Yeah. Sometimes people even take the tax room serious until they talk to me.
We gotta add that in the movie.
Yeah.
That has to go into the movie.
Yeah, there's everyone working in there.
Just from the beginning, going from, being homeless, to going into a little gym area and then going into the tax office and then having your own spot and then inspiring your brother to come on and putting him on and then seeing the success that it is now. Like that is an inspiring story that most people don't see until like years later,
Yeah. You worked your ass off, bro.
Yeah. Still mind blown literally till this day. I think about it every day. I was like, wow, how did this all happen?
No, so I mean, one thing definitely that has gained you a lot of success is like TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Like I want to get into that. Like what made you want to get into TikTok?
Okay. So when I got every story sounds hilarious, but
when you tell it,
I got to like that.
You got to.
Yeah, I do.
So honestly, when TikTok first came out, I didn't even like it because it just seemed like dances at first, right? So it just seems like, why would I do TikTok for this?
Yeah.
And then my friend Sabretooth, if you know who he is.
Oh, yeah. Is that a nickname?
Oh, that his
Saber.
mom named him that. I'm I didn't. I'm just kidding.
It's a good dude.
But
for sure.
He was trying to get into TikTok, and then he's like, dude, Donovan, get into TikTok. I was like, no, man, I don't like TikTok. And he's like, okay, just like my post. It's like, it's not gonna make a difference, but okay. So I make a TikTok, and I post a treatment of me fixing someone's foot, and then it goes viral, and then I was like, oh crap, and viral is only 10K. That's not even viral, so I'm over exaggerating.
Yeah.
Then
But for you, it was viral.
I agree. No, because even when I've had videos like that too. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm going viral. Continue.
So you guys relate with me on that, and I was like, I gotta go all out. So I hated TikTok, but I was posting like 6 videos a day, and then I really was going viral. So TikTok was like pumping the random videos out of the 6 up into the thousands, and then I got into the millions in the week, and then I immediately got 40,000 followers in the first week. And I was like, whoa, I'm famous. So when you think you're famous, you keep going all out. So I kept posting every single day nonstop. And then I was finding ways to transition it to my Instagram. And then my Instagram blew up. And then and then I started getting invited to all these things all over Seattle, to LA, or people flying to me at that point. So I never gave up. So even if your videos don't blow up, you got to keep posting every single day, because I mean, you're going to get one more follower than
per post.
No, you know what? Yeah. Honestly, like, I was starting to give up on TikTok because last year, even we were making like stupid videos and posting them, hoping they would go viral. But you found a specific niche on where like people are like, oh shit, like this is crazy. Yeah. That's why I started transitioning just to doing my photography stuff and videography stuff. And I did have a couple of videos, like, I had a few hit 100,000 views and I gained hella followers, but like nowhere near like your status. Like you're TikTok famous. Like you are, like, no joke. Like you've been killing it on there, when you started gaining like your following and you're like, oh shit, this is actually happening. Did you start doing more research on TikTok, how it works, and like, trying to figure out the algorithm and all that?
Oh yeah, I did. Because I was studying Instagram so much in the past, and then later I was getting good at it. And then when TikTok came out, TikTok opened my mind up on how all the platforms work now. So I experimented with different types of videos. So they all look exactly the same, but they're actually all slightly different. And that's how they go viral randomly. So it'd be the certain amount of time, like 6 seconds goes viral faster than a minute video. Yeah. Right. But if the minute video, you catch their attention throughout the whole entire video, it'll go viral. So that's tough.
Right. It is.
So I was playing around with 6-second and 15-second videos. The reaction, and then my reaction, and then the sound quality. So they started getting better over time. So they were ghetto when I got viral the first time. Then they started getting better over time, and I started getting 10 million views on some of them. And then it started going crazy after that. And then when people started flying to me, it inspired me to try harder. So I'd give up sometimes once a month for about a week. And then I get inspiration from people message me like, oh my God, you inspire me, or they fly to me and they're like, I can't give up. So that's how I always keep up with it, because people are inspiring me to be my best, so I don't give up, basically. So there's a technique, kind of.
No, like there is, like, I've even tried to do research on TikTok, and I feel like the niche, like the photography niche and videography, it's hard to blow up on it. Like that's why, because like what you were saying is like 6 seconds will blow up, or 15. It's harder to do a minute. Yeah. I've tried 1 minute videos. I mean, I'll get views, like maybe 4,000 views max. But other than that, like, it's hard. I did notice, like what you said though, the smaller the video, the easier chance you have of blowing up. So, I've even done like behind the scenes videos of a photo shoot and stuff like that, and it still just doesn't go anywhere. So I'm like, fuck, like, how am I supposed to turn like a tutorial or something like that into like 6 to 15 seconds? It's hard because, like with what you do, you're literally showing like what you're doing as a chiropractor, getting the sounds and stuff. So that's easy to kind of convert into like a 15-second video. But with like photography, it's either you show behind the scenes or you do a tutorial, which is going to take up to a minute at least, So I feel like with what we do, it's definitely harder to get into that. It's either dance, your niche, stuff like that.
What you're doing is super smart, because if I was trying to do videography on there, I would do the exact same thing you're doing, because I experiment with everybody's niches. I'm like, oh man, that'd be cool if we did this kind of thing. Because I even experimented with fitness, recipes. I did inspirational videos. So before I made these chiropractic videos, I was doing inspirational videos like Mindset Monday or recipe videos.
I remember that.
That's how I was getting better at making videos. And then I was doing self-care videos, which I still make like once a month. And to teach them how to fix themselves at home. So I'll just put the music in the background. So I experiment with all different types of videos. So what you're doing, I think is really smart because I'll also look at other videographers' videos and see what they do to make it look dope. So if I was another niche, I would try to experiment to make a similar video, someone that was dope, and make it into your own video. Like, you already know that, but I experiment with every kind of style of video I see. So if another chiropractor did a comedy video, like, I gotta make a comedy video too, or something.
No, you know what? That is key because I feel like maybe that's one thing I haven't really done with TikTok is like going with what's in, you know, like all the trending stuff. I've literally just kind of been posting what I do in general. Like, you know, I haven't gone down the trending list and converting that into like, you know, something photography or videography wise, you know, but I mean I've seen some people do that. I just haven't tried it. And I would think maybe, you know, I would have a bigger chance of blowing up that way. You know, but I morely took Instagram just because, you know, I have a bigger platform on Instagram. So it's like, I've just been working more on Instagram than I have on other, you know, platforms. The only other big platform I have is YouTube. You know, and they have shorts. So I just uploaded like my first shorts today, but I'm just taking the TikTok stuff and transferring it over. You know, I haven't thought about it like creating new content yet because I want to see if the content I've already created is even worthy. You know? So it's like I'm running tests still. You got to run like a ton of tests, even if you think it sucks. Because I like Instagram better too. So I was actually focusing more on my Instagram more than TikTok because my Instagram, it's more entertaining to me compared to TikTok for some reason. So I'll try to put my best video on the Instagram and then I'll post like a ton of videos on TikTok. TikTok is like my experiment. It's like my recycling platform, honestly. I'll post 6 videos. The best one goes on my Instagram. Out of the 6 that blow up on TikTok?
So TikTok is my experiment platform. So I'll recycle all my ideas on there. Like, I'll answer questions sometimes. I haven't done it in a while, but someone's like, has someone farted during adjustment? So I'll talk about it for like about a minute, and it'll rank up high. And then I'll be like,
has anybody farted?
Oh, twice.
Oh, I mean, that would be me too. That would be me for sure.
It's
I bet those ones when you're like cracking between the girl's legs. Those ones go viral.
No, like, I had to add that sound in there sometimes.
Has there been a lot of people like that have actually farted? And is it weird to you?
No, because when I'm working on people, I change how I look at the person. Like, I'm truly just trying to help them, and I don't try to embarrass them either. So only 2 people farted during an adjustment, and one of them actually cried before they came in. It's like this older lady, and I was trying to cheer up, and I was like, "Don't worry, we'll talk about your problems after we get you adjusted." Because I was like, I got 1 minute left with you. And then I had her face down. I was like, "Okay, here we go." And then she goes, "Oh no, I'm so embarrassed." I'm like, "Don't worry, the last guy pooped himself, actually." And, and she started laughing. She's like, "Really?" I'm like, yeah. And she totally forgot why she was crying because I was like making her feel better about it.
No, that's dope though.
He only asked because he always farts with or without an adjustment. Actually, he's never had an adjustment.
I've never had.
Might go viral.
He might go viral. He farts all the time.
No, that's why I was because for me, like, honestly, if it ever happened, I would just laugh. Like, I'm not embarrassed. Like, I've filmed it on my vlogs, and you know, like,
he's farted on me many times.
It's natural, like, but it's funny. Like, it's just one of those things that is funny to me. I kind of grew up, I guess, being, you know, like, around especially my Filipino family. Like for some reason they love farts.
The Filipino food.
Yeah, you know, like
Gives you the farts.
they think it's
Too much
funny as-
lechon.
No, but yeah, that's why I just had to ask because like, I've seen and heard stories with, other medical practices about people farting. Like one of our friends, he's a massage therapist as well, and they're laying down for quite a bit. So I was like, has anybody
Hold it for an hour.
Yeah. So I was like, has anybody like farted while you were massaging them? And he's like, yeah, many times. I was trying to force one out when he was massaging us before. It just didn't work. I was like, you lucky today.
Spared your life.
Yeah, spared your life.
Serious.
No, but that is crazy though. One thing I definitely want to ask is because, you just started uploading on TikTok. Was there a specific inspiration for that, or like did you see other chiropractors on there before you started uploading, or how did that work?
It's crazy because I was posting on there before I even saw any other chiropractors, and then later I just realized like, wow, chiropractors actually popular on social media at one point. And then I would start watching their videos. So I only found out because when I went viral, everyone was leaving comments of all the famous chiropractors, like, watch out, this guy's coming out, or whatever, because all these chiropractors have 1 million followers when I had 0.
Right.
So everyone's tagging the chiropractors on my comments. It's like, watch out for this guy. And then that's how some of the chiropractors were aware of me, and that's how I found out about some of them. So some of them I actually became friends with them online. Like, social media is crazy. Like, you meet everybody.
So you're like the king of chiropractors right now.
No, I'm probably at the bottom of the chiropractor list.
Like how many chiropractors are actually doing it like big on TikTok right now?
Probably about 10.
10,
because,
including you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm like hanging on a string right now.
You're probably doing it big, honestly. Like, I just want to ask, like, follower wise, like how much followers does yours compare to them? Like, especially if they started before you.
Oh, they have like 1 million, and then I only have like 271.
But it's going up, and it's just gonna keep going up.
Yeah,
So
I'm still getting my name out there because I started TikTok way later than all those guys, and then when I flew here, a lot of the guys actually got adjusted by them, and then I started adjusting some of these people, and they're like, bro, we got to get you on out here. So they were trying to make me move out here because they think I would get big out here too. So.
Yeah,
I think that's the next step for sure.
Yeah.
Because some of those chiropractors were already coming out here, and I'm just from Seattle, so
right.
I'm like a totally different environment, and I started last, so.
So are they all living out here right now?
I think some of them live in different parts of LA, I think, but not near Hollywood, but they're close enough to adjust some of these influencers.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them were telling, it's funny because I first came here, they're like, how much followers you got? I'm like, 200,000. They're like, what's over the million? And I was like, wow. And then
don't you just love how people like rate you on your followers?
Yeah. But
that's an LA thing.
Yeah.
Like,
it may be ambitious though. So later I was like, I'm gonna adjust you guys anyway. And then they're like, okay. And then I did my style of chiropractic, and then I made a breakthrough, and they're like, wow, I really need this. Like, this is legit. So people started talking about me again in LA after that. And that's how I started getting my name out there in LA. And then later I helped someone with their grocery shopping that was an influencer. And I was just doing it for fun because we're just like, let's just hang out. So we're vlogging. I was like, we're eating blueberries because of this. So I teach everybody about...
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
So everybody started hitting me up from LA from watching that vlog with that guy that had all these followers. So everyone started hitting me up, bro, I want to come to this house, or bro, let's make a video. So during that whole entire empty week, everybody was hitting me up to go to all these houses for all these influencers, and that's how I got more familiar with LA after that.
Yeah.
Just helping one person, basically.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. And like I said, networking here is like the most important thing, because that one person that you know can lead to another.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going and going. And like I said, that's one thing I learned as well. You know, before moving out here, I was already like starting a network with a lot of musicians. You know, that's who I connect more with, because the goal is shooting a lot of music videos and stuff like that, you know. So I've been connecting with musicians since day one of, you know, before moving here, and it's worked out amazing. You know, it just leads to another, to another, to another, and it goes crazy. And that's a good thing about LA's because there's so many connections.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
It just happens like, wow.
Yeah.
Didn't think
Like
that
a
was-
wildfire.
Yeah, it's a wildfire,
Yeah.
honestly, you know. You know, with your TikTok success now, like what has it done for you so far though?
Well, in the beginning, you get offered free stuff, and then you actually take it.
Yeah,
Right,
of
right.
course. Yeah.
And I'm
have
like,
to.
okay, actually, I don't want to take any more of this stuff. I like 6 massage guns, all these pillows. It's
Right.
and then it makes you learn like how to be somewhat of a businessman on social media when people offer you money. So now I have to really choose specific ones rather than accept all of them. So
Right. Like brand deals and stuff like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So the main thing I love about social media is it makes people fly out to me, and it makes those famous people want to contact you all the time. So people will fly, like famous people will fly to my office just to make a video for their vlog or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And then we'll make a vlog in the office, and it'll be pretty fun. So what I like about most is how everyone flies to my office every week, basically. So that's what's the cool thing about social media.
Small flex.
Yeah. So like I get so surprised every time someone flies me still. I'm just like, whoa, oh my God, I forgot people actually fly here.
Who's the biggest person you've done anything for yet?
I think I've only been working on big TikTok people, and then some people from Netflix, like reality TV
Yeah.
shows, like
Okay.
this guy from Too Hot to Handle, and this guy who won F Boy Island.
Yeah.
So I've been working on actors from Netflix, and then
Okay.
some big TikTok people that have 6 million followers. So
That's crazy though.
that's
That's still big.
that's how they've been getting me out there right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Like,
You got to work with Russell Wilson soon though.
oh yeah.
Come on, Seattle represent.
Some
I
famous
know.
sports people.
I mean, it's funny because when the Seahawks did contact me, but I don't want to talk about that.
That didn't go too well. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't in a collabing phase at that time.
Okay.
So.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Damn.
No, I mean, are you open to working with like big, sports or athletes
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah, I'm a sports chiropractor. So
Yeah.
and I'm working only on actors and actresses.
Yeah. Where do you want to take that though? Like, do you want to take it outside of working with just like content creators and stuff like that? Or are you trying to stay with morely content creators just because it'll help you also evolve?
Well, I also what I'm interested in. I'm actually more interested in people who are talented like dancing, because we like dancing, so
Right.
we're familiar with people that are creative, or anybody who's something that's creating something. I like that kind of crowd because you have the opportunity to meet more interesting people, but also make creative content that it could be a comedy content or you're acting in it. So it gives you like funner ideas with that. With athletes, I could work on them, but it would just be like, whoa, this guy worked on this guy. But
Yeah.
it would just be a regular chiropractic video oftentimes. But I mean, I wouldn't mind that though. I mean, I like work on anybody.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like straightforward and to the point type of
Yeah.
thing, rather than a collaborative
Yeah, like-
kind of piece.
Yeah, like if a musician wanted to collab with me, I'd be like, wow, that's very interesting. So the reaction would be out of this world oftentimes, because they're like kind of like, they're like, whoa, what the heck?
Yeah.
Because they're like
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like
yeah.
they're
Very
like
expressive.
a rapper, or
Yeah.
because I'm expressive when I get just like, oh crap.
Yeah, right.
What
Yeah.
like who would be like your goal of like adjusting, or somebody you would actually want to work with? Like who's your goal?
Top 3.
Top 3 at
Maybe
least.
it'd be
Bruce Lee,
easier.
but he doesn't exist.
We're just kind of going with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough one because there's so many new musicians out there that I'm just like, okay, who is the last one that I want to just, and then there's a
Yeah.
new one that came out. But that's a great question because I want to just like I mean, I wouldn't mind adjusting Doja Cat. I mean, come on. She had a great reaction.
Oh, yeah,
She would.
Or Cardi B.
Yeah, Cardi B.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wildest ones. That's what I want to
The wild-
adjust.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could see that. Damn,
can see
those
that for
those
sure.
would definitely go viral.
Yeah.
On the
Like-
opposite side, who's like some chiropractors you look up to?
Well, I like this guy named Dr. Jason. He actually inspired me to keep up the social media because he was adjusting the celebrities in LA when I was going to school. And then Dr. Hightower, he adjusts he adjusts Ludacris, but he adjusts all the MMA fighters. So you guys probably seen him if you're watching.
I think I have, sounds familiar.
It was funny because I was adjusting a guy who just came from the army and he hurt himself in the war or whatever. And he was like, I'm supposed to see Dr. Hightower, but everyone's referring me to you, so I'm seeing you. And then I worked on this guy, and he's like, dude, Dr. Hightower has to watch out for you. And he's like just joking with me. I'm like, thanks, man. So he goes on Dr. Hightower's page and leaves a comment. He's like, watch out for Dr. Donovan to Seattle. And then he said that Dr. Hightower responds, was that the guy in the Ryu outfit? Like, and I made a Halloween video.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, this guy saw me?
Damn, that was a good one, though.
Yeah, that was.
No, that was a good one.
Yeah.
We came out there in 10 minutes because everyone didn't want to stay.
He said he edited that video too himself.
Really? Yeah. Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah.
I taught myself how to edit that video right after.
What did you learn in? Adobe Premiere or Final Cut?
In Final Cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I would get more advanced, but I'm not really a movie editor.
Yeah,
so
of course,
I had to do bare minimum.
Yeah. No, I mean, they both do the same exact thing. I mean, Premiere is definitely a little bit more advanced. You know,
yeah.
but,
I was gonna get Premiere, but I'm a little bit basic, so I just took the Final Cut.
Hey, they do exactly what they need to do.
As long as you get the job done.
Yeah,
exactly.
And it obviously worked for you, so congrats.
Like, if it looks ghetto, it's actually better.
From where you came, you're like, ghetto works.
Yeah, the ghetto chiropractor. So
yeah. Speaking of famous people, tell us about like how you got featured on famous birthdays, because that was pretty big too.
Oh yeah, so when I started doing TikTok, I started doing live. So I got huge in the Philippines out of nowhere. So I had a live that had almost 1,000 people watching from the Philippines strictly. So everyone's like, "Oh my God, I love you." It's like, "What are you?" Yeah, they were. They're all making kissy faces, and I was like, "Oh, I'm half Filipino too." And everyone's like, "Oh my God!" Everyone freaks out. So all these people were searching me all over the internet for like my birthday and my bio, even though there's no information about me on Google. Mm-hmm. So they went on famous birthdays, and like thousands of people apparently were searching my name. So famous birthday was like, okay, we're gonna add you to our website because thousands of people are searching for you, and you're not even on here. So they added me, and they searched all the information they could find on the internet about me and put it in there, which is not that much. It's like, this guy was once homeless. That's it.
That's crazy though. Yeah. So did they like contact you directly? Be like, oh, like we're gonna put you and throw you on to famous birthdays?
Yeah, well, they contacted my business email for my staff. So they're like, so Dr. Donovan that works here, we want to put him on our website. Can you give us like photos of him, more information? It's like, why couldn't you just hit me?
No, that's awesome. Honestly, like I feel like once you've made it to famous birthdays, you made it.
I thought the same thing because this guy I know that from TikTok, I got 6 million famous birthday. I was like, oh damn, that's crazy because I search people on famous birthdays if they're a social media influencer or whatever. And then when I got on there, I was like, no way, that's crazy. And then it made me more inspired to like keep up what I'm doing.
It just came back like full circle.
Yeah.
So you're famous
that is
now.
Crazy.
I know. It's crazy because I don't consider myself famous as like a joke. I'm like, oh my God, coming to town. But every time I go to an event in Seattle, like everyone will be like, oh my God, it's Dr. Donovan. I was like, what the heck is this joke? Like, no joke. Every time I go to an event, everyone's like surrounding me. I was like, what the heck?
Did they want autographs from you?
Yeah, like people were like, dude, like let me get a picture with you. Or when I walk to my apartment, at least a few times a week, I'll be in the elevator and this girl will be like, oh my God, no way. I just literally added you on Instagram on my internet store explore page. So every week someone will come up to me like, oh my God, no way. Like, is this serious?
Have you been spotted like on the street randomly?
Oh yeah, like
Dr. Donovan.
Literally like there's like a group of like girls or whatever, and they all look at me like, and they just look super fast away, and like I feel like they clearly saw me, and then they'll message me the next day. It's like, I think I saw you on the street, and I was like, dude, you did. What's even crazier? I flew to Hawaii. I was waiting in this taco truck line or something. It was like, we're gonna wait there for hours, and I'm like, why do you guys want to wait here? And everybody in Hawaii recognized me, and they were coming up to me and talking to me and messaging me like, oh my God, you're in Hawaii? Definitely you. Like, I was so mind blown when that happened. I was like, what the heck? So like, that kind of stuff actually makes me keep doing what I'm doing, because it reminds me like I'm actually making an impact. I should keep like doing my goals.
Yeah, no, exactly. And you're helping a lot of other people too.
Yeah.
Like with the tips and other things that you're providing to other people. That's what people love watching. Yeah. Right. And but like I said, I'd say number one is the cracks, because the cracks, I'm like, holy shit, like that's fucking crazy.
I think they go viral so well too, because the climax of it, not only the sound but the reaction too, like all that within like 6-7 seconds, like you were saying, like I can see why it goes viral.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not tough in my opinion, but people think it's tough because a lot of people at my college, they hit me up and they're like, "Oh, really? Dude, I want to do what you're doing someday." And that's crazy because these guys all had A's in my class.
Right.
Actually, that's one question I wanted to ask you now that you bring that up. It's like, you mentioned you didn't talk to anybody, nobody wanted to talk to you. People that might know that you're like big and famous now, like, have they ever tried reaching out to you and be like, oh, we went to school together? Yeah. See?
So it's crazy because I didn't really talk to some of them that much, and they'll see what I'm doing, and I'm not even in contact with any of them, but they'll be like, man, you inspire me. Like, one day I want to do what you're doing. But it was crazy because I wanted that guy to help me with school. Right. So these were like all the smartest guys in school that seemed like they were going to be really successful, but it's not really about how good your grades are. It's all about like how into it you are and how passionate and
passion, your mindset.
You understand your purpose with it. So that's what actually really makes you successful.
Has anybody like, because like you said, like people, once they found out you were homeless, they're like, oh, like we don't want to deal with them. Yeah. Have those people that you, from what you remember, have they ever like seen your videos and tried contacting you? Because there are those people where they'll be like, oh shit, he's blowing up. Hey, I knew you were gonna do it. Something like that. Like, has that happened to you?
Some of the ones that were that actually liked me would be like freaking out, like, oh my God, I knew you were gonna be successful. Like the ones that actually liked me, and they're like, I knew you were gonna be successful because I can just tell when I talked to you back then when I was crazy. But but a lot of those people I haven't really talked to at all because they're probably just like whatever or something. But the ones that were nice to me, they sent me a message, like an essay, like, I literally knew this was gonna happen for you because I talked in a way like, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, and everyone's like, that guy is crazy.
Those are the day ones though. Like, like honestly, like anybody that sees that you're gonna be successful in life at one point, it's good to keep them, around you close because they had faith in you. They believed in what you were gonna achieve. Yeah. And I feel the same way with like, everybody that's supporting me and where I'm trying to get to.
That's why we're so close, so many people has gone in and out of our lives or of our friend group, but we knew like we believed in each other and we knew like we had to stick to it, and that look where we are.
Yeah, I mean, look where, awesome. Like I said, the biggest goal was just to get down here and do exactly what we were trying to do, and we achieved it. But you're doing it bigger. You're doing it bigger.
I feel like I'm like a lone wolf when I'm working on my stuff. It's like I have to totally inspire myself every single time. Like, I get excited if someone that's in social media is talking to me like, oh my God, you want to do goals too? Like, that's why I
finally have somebody.
Yeah, that's why I like when you guys are telling me what you guys are doing, because it makes me hyped up. Because I'm like, whoa, you guys are doing a podcast. You guys are doing all this cool stuff. I see all your content. I'm like, oh snap, they're switching up. It's getting serious.
No, honestly, like I said, I mean, I think it's always good to try to, keep going up and up and up. Yeah. I didn't want to just stick to doing like videography or photography. Yeah. Like podcasting is super fun because I'm extroverted, so I talk a lot. Yeah. And
I'm opposite.
He's opposite. Like he gets into it, know. And but like I said, I mean, we could keep going and going because I have tons of questions to ask. Yeah. And that's why I was like, like I think we would do good as a team, like doing a podcast. And last year definitely would have been the best year to start it because everybody was starting a podcast. Right. Yeah. But, I think as long as we got the content straight, we'll keep doing well.
Yeah.
You know, we just got to keep bringing in the guests, keep, you know, with our, you know, keep going with our conversations and stuff like that. But like I said, I mean, you know, just keep ranking up.
Yeah, we've been on a good wave so far. So yeah, we definitely appreciate having you here because it is definitely gonna, you know, bring us to that next level as well.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No, of course, bro.
This is your like first podcast, right?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, is this your first one?
I've been on a bunch of other ones during the pandemic, but I like this one. I was gonna.
Hey,
We gotta get that.
hey, we out here.
We out here, Artistry Drop.
We are
guys.
officially Dr. Donovan certified.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah.
That's my fave.
So,
Let's
you
go.
know, at the end of every show, we do want to give you a chance to, you know, be inspirational to other people in your specific niche.
Right.
So what would you say to another person that is also trying to work their way into being a chiropractor or a content creator?
Okay. So if you're going to chiropractic school, you have to understand that get through the classes, but don't totally focus on the classes. You got to focus on why you want to be a chiropractor. You got to understand like it's your purpose, and you got to understand like how do you become a good chiropractor? Communication, business. You got to learn everything outside the school rather than focus on the classes, or else you're not going to elevate yourself during the program. So just understand all of that. And if you want to be a content creator, I'll start posting right now before you go to school.
No, honestly, it's, you know, I feel like now is the perfect time to start.
Yeah.
You know, things are definitely getting better. Last year would have been the best time because everybody's at home going through videos. And they, you know, that you started last year, right? With TikTok?
Yeah.
That was like perfect timing.
Yeah. Man, I forgot when I started. I think it was like near I think a year ago about.
Exactly a year ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so the pandemic had already hit and
so I was hating on TikTok while everyone's on TikTok during quarantine. I was like, oh, I hate this. And then I started after when I started opening up again, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Damn, and look where you are now. In such a short period of time.
Yeah, for real.
I was thinking to myself, like, oh, thank goodness I got on TikTok. It's like something's guiding me to be successful or something.
Right. I think what advice that you give you know, into becoming a chiropractor can correlate into so many other like aspects and art, you know, and dance and people's music career, you know, anything in the artistry. And I think that's why it was so important to have you on the show, because your story and the mental state that you brought into your passion can be correlated into so many other things. And I think a lot of people can resonate with that,
Facts.
you know, and that's definitely something I hope everybody listening is going to take part with him, because that's definitely important. It's not all about the grades. It's not all about, you know, what you could show, but it's all about, you know, reflecting on yourself and really pursuing that passion and that mindset that's really going to make you where you are, and you are a product of that. And I feel like that message,
Let's give some
you know,
claps
is
for
gonna
that, guys. Let's give some
resonate with a lot of people, you know?
like
So I
that.
appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Like, we definitely appreciate you wanting to even come on the show. So share your story,
you.
because it is really inspirational, and, you know, hopefully it does help the next generation.
Right.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Any shout outs you want to give to our viewers? Anybody you want to mention?
I'll give a shout out to my friend Nick Wong. He was the guy who was homeless with me, believe it or not. Anyone knows who that is.
Hey.
And my broski, who's my partner in crime.
Yep.
Yes.
Who else? Sabretooth. I'll just throw him in there.
Sabretooth, the TikTok guy.
I don't have to say about it. I'm just kidding. Whoever that is, I'm just kidding.
All right. Lastly, where can like everybody find you? What's your handle?
You can follow me on Instagram at Dr. Donovan Smolich. If you want to check me on TikTok, Dr. Donovan. If you want to see my homeless vlog, Dr. Donovan on YouTube. Check that out.
Ooh,
Hey.
Guys, go check him out. He's definitely killing it. He's been killing it. And definitely brighter things are coming for him. So check him out. Follow him. We're going to end the episode here. If you guys have not subscribed to us on YouTube, it's the Artistry Drop. Please follow us on Instagram at Artistry Drop. And we will see you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Peace. Hey.
Get it.